So we're going to be starting out with Dogmatika. Just finished building the deck, of course, as pure as it gets. I have a random assortment of cards in my extra deck. More just to be tossed than to actually be played. But going into game one, I will be going second with this deck. And hope my opponent gets a extra deck monster on board. Alright. Not the worst hand. Let's see how things are going. Sorry, I'm coughing so much. Don't really know why. Oh, it's Vanquish Soul. Do they do a lot with the extra deck? Don't really remember how this deck goes. Okay, Xiao Long. There's the resin. Add one non-warrior Vanquish Soul monster from deck to hand. Alright. So Worm, Warrior. Who is he gonna add? Alright. So, all things considered, I'm not really going to be able to add much commentary to this, given not very familiar with the deck. Oh, we have a Link Summon. Rock of the Vanquisher. Alright. Control Vanquish Soul monster. Your opponent monsters can only target monsters you control with the highest attack. Alright, so it protects itself, definitely. During main phase, add a Vanquish Soul monster from graveyard to hand. Alright, so adding Xiao Long to possibly try to activate Xiao Long's effect or the effect of another. So, yep, it's... Okay, returning resin to hand to special summon. A heavy Borger is Borger. Now, got kind of lucky here. He did summon a Link monster, which is good for me. I'm going to start by special summoning Add-in the Enlightened. Now, what my deck does is extra deck hate. Hence, I have, like, no usable cards in my extra deck. I have a few, but nothing I really want to play over my actual main deck monsters. Next up, I have Dogmatika Matrix. Maybe I should have played that in one of these two zones, but doesn't seem like he's activating one of those. I'm, of course, going to add Albazoa to hand. Let's also add Dogmatic Calamity. Going to activate Dogmatic Calamity. Distribute monster from your hand or field whose levels equal the level of ritual monster, or send one monster from the extra deck. I should really add a level 12 to this. But let's send Ashian and Ashian from hand and Add-in the Enlightened from deck for Dogmatika Albazoa. Okay. special summon one vanquished soul monster from your hand. Alright. Ooh. My bad, my bad. Try not to sneeze too loud. Alright. Dr. Madlove. Alright, then I'm going to activate Albazoa's effect. Now they have to choose either to return all Fusion, Synchro, Xyz, or Link monsters to the extra deck, or for every 2 cards in their extra deck, send 1 card from their hand or extra deck to the graveyard. Also, what is he doing? Activate one of these effects by revealing this card cannot be destroyed by card effects. Destroy all other monsters in this card's column. Oh. Okay. So he still has to activate that effect. It doesn't negate the effect, so that's good. Okay, yeah, that was... I should have activated this one first. That'll end my turn. Okay, so... that's not really ideal. I should have activated Dogmatika Matrix first, which would have let me rip a card from their grave or from their extra deck first. Then that would have also allowed me to special summon Ashion. And if I sent one from my own extra deck, I could have banished it for Maximus, so then I would have at least had field presence. So that's somewhat unfortunate. Right now, all I can hope is that I don't die this turn. Okay, added another resin. Normal summon the resin. Add 1 non-warrior, vanquish soul monster from deck to hand. I should have summoned the white relic of Dogmatika, or summoned Albazoa in this column. That would have allowed me to have a much better chance at that, but didn't notice the effect of resin. So not much you can do at that point. Alright, this card cannot... Alright, that's fine, that's fine. Now, if he doesn't... Even if he doesn't kill me this turn, it's more or less up to the draw. Yeah, no, he kills me this turn. Yeah, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, even in the 1000s alone, he doesn't even need the 8, 5, or 400. Yeah. Yeah, that first game was a slip up on my part, but can't know everything. Let's go into game 2. This deck is actually pretty good that I've been noticing, so hopefully I get to show that a little bit. Alright. I'm going to start off with pre-preparation of rights. adding dogmatika or dogmatika, and I'll add white knight of dogmatika. Next, I'm going to activate dogmatika matrix. I'm going to add dogmatic calamity. I'm going to start by activating dogmatic calamity, summoning white knight, and let's send great double caster for reasons that I don't know. That'll summon me alright, let's do this. Let's look through my opponent's extra deck. Okay, so he's playing Ancient Gears. Let's send one of those. I'm going to banish Great Double Caster in order to summon Maximus. Alright, I'm going to send Thuga. I'm going to send those two. And now my opponent has to choose two monsters from their extra deck to send. Alright, next I'm going to activate Dogmatika Macabre. I'm going to do that and Maximus. To summon Dogmatika Albazoa. Then activate his effect, forcing my opponent to basically, let's see. So 5 cards. They have to send 5 cards from either their hand or extra deck. Because it's for every 2 cards, and they have 11, which means 10. 10 divided by 2 is 5. And the 1 does not change anything. And I believe they can't activate the second effect if they don't have fusion an extra deck monster there. So that's good. Had to drop quite a few cards from their extra deck, so that is excellent. Ooh. Setting 1 so far. And I'll see about either tomorrow putting out a video or maybe a stream where I go over some of my deck lists for One Piece, actually. I was interested in doing one for the buggy structure deck because I got a couple structure decks for One Piece, but let's see. Card effects, send 1 monster from your extra deck to the graveyard. Look at your opponent's extra deck, send 1 monster from it to the graveyard. I did get rid of my fusion in the graveyard, so I'll send another fusion to the graveyard. And there goes the last Ballista. Alright, so now I have a fusion and a Xyz monster in the graveyard. Urgent schedule. If your opponent controls 1 monster, special summon level 4 or lower and 1 level 5 or higher Earth Machine monster from your deck. Alright. Looks like they're playing Ancient Gear. So this is their first turn, and they already have 9 monsters in the from the extra deck straight to the graveyard. Looking at 5 left. All right, Tanker and Ancient Gear Golem. That's okay. They can't summon their Ballista because I got rid of all 3 copies of that one. Ultimate Golem is there, Howitzer, all that. All right. Cool, cool. Do I have a level 4? I don't think I do. So I'm actually going to Dogmatika Matrix from my own extra deck to the graveyard. I'm going to send Melfi Mary's, or Melfi's Mary. Dogmatika. Let's send the Melfi Mary. Dogmatika Macabre. Alright, send one from the extra deck. I will send Ninja Gear Megatron. Let's use the effect of that. I will have my Albazoa gain 3,000 attack. Just flex a wee bit. You have to send 2 cards. Fortunately for him, my Albazoa does not have piercing, so he did not take any damage. I actually had to fix a mistake with this deck, actually, where I had infinite impermanence for whatever reason. Probably after I auto-built the deck, there was one that I missed taking out. Evenly matched. White Relic of Dogmatika. Then I'm going to activate the effect of White Knight of Dogmatika. Now I'm going to banish Monk of the Tenyi. Then also banish Chaos Ancient Gear. Without summoning a single extra deck monster, my opponent now has 1 card in extra deck. Wait a second. Wait a second. White Knight of Dogmatika. What do you? Target 2 face-up monsters of the field. Make one of the monsters. Oh! That's a permanent 3,000 attack point buff. Okay. I mean, I get that's why they had to basically stop me from doing it. I need to update this deck. Like, the extra deck, I'm realizing, is not very good. And now his entire extra deck is in the graveyard without summoning a single monster. Alright, another Ancient Gear Tanker. And now my White Knight of Dogmatika is actually kind of useless here now, because as soon as my opponent's turn ends, he's going to go back down to 500 attack, and my opponent has no more monsters in the extra deck for me to gain attack with. But, yep, there we go. Another White Relic of Dogmatika. I'm just going to activate this real quick just to prepare for a future turn. And then let's just go straight into battle phase, because I want to have my extra deck monsters in the graveyard as well. Just in case next turn I get Dogmatika Macabre. I can then use one of these to summon another White Relic of Dogmatika and have my Albazoa gain more attack. I definitely need to update this, especially because, honestly, I only need synchros and fusions, and I need to make sure I have the right levels of synchros and fusions. Because, let me see. Dogmatika Macabre. whose levels equal or exceed the ritual monster. Yeah, it doesn't say or rank, so... Or rank or link level, so honestly the only monsters I can use for this are Synchros and XCs. Okay. Summon Maximus. Let me just throw away another monster from the extra deck. I need 4 extra deck monsters in the graveyard so I can summon the Nexus, which is my second biggest attacker. So just making sure I have enough in the graveyard to summon him. Or if I get Macabre or not Macabre. Yeah, Macabre. So Calamity is from the extra deck to summon. Macabre is from the graveyard to summon. Ancient Gear Reborn. Alright, once returned to control no monsters, you can target one Ancient Gear in the graveyard, special summon it, and if you do, it gains 200 attack. Alright. Yep, he's definitely summoning his Dark Golem. Now I really want to get Macabre. Or, Calamity. Because Macabre or Calamity would allow me to summon out my, White Relic. And what White Relic would allow me to do is buff my Albazoa again. Especially since he has a 3,200 on board. That would be a big buff. Alright, Ancient Gear Fusion. I don't really... Does he have a means to get the fusions back into his extra deck is the question. I mean, if so, that would be great, because I could really use the ability to rip more cards from him. Alright, another Ancient Gear Castle. Or Fortress, I mean. Yeah, Ancient Gears are really not ready for my opponent, for their opponent to just start ripping cards from their hand. Or I could summon that's not what I was looking for. Alright, let's go and rip another card to my graveyard. And I actually want to keep his Ancient Gear Golem alive. Again, for the effect of White Relic. Tribute one monster, draw one card, and apply this rush. Okay. Okay, so he doesn't really have a plan with that. Oh, perfect. Dogmatika Ecclesia, activate her effect. Do I? Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Add Nexus instead of Calamity or Macabre. So let's honestly just banish. Howitzer. Banish these 4 in order to special summon Nexus. Then I will go Battle Phase, Nexus, and then Albazoa for win. Let's special summon it, and if you do, it gains... Oh, okay. Okay. So he's adding 2 cards to his hand before I destroy his Dark Golem again. Alright, Ancient Gear Statue and Ancient Gear Catapult. Alright, I'll continue to attack. Then I guess let's just go in with Ecclesia. Kind of wish I put that Maximus into attack position. That would have got me the game, but hindsight is always 20/20. Ancient Gear Catapult. Target one face-up card you control destroyed, and you do special summon an Ancient Gear monster from your deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. Alright. Okay, okay. Can he... Let's see. Let's see this, actually. Ancient Gear monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Wait. Oh, Ancient Gear? Ancient Gear... Can he... Let me see. Let's return when you control target one Ancient Gear monster in your graveyard, special summon you do against your active attack. That doesn't say that it's limited to main deck monsters. I don't know why he's not... Well... Ultimate Ancient Gear would not protect him from Albazoa. So that is fair, so... Maybe just putting up a wall. But... Yeah. It's 44 base, so it'd be 4600 attack. It would be enough to kill Albazoa without the buff, but he does have the buff. So if you had a way to switch my Albazoa into defense position, summoning Ultimate Ancient Gear Dragon might work. Or Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem, I mean, not Dragon. You can add 1 Ancient Gear from your normal special summon. You add 1 Ancient Gear card from your deck to your hand, except Ancient Gear Wyvern. Also, you cannot target set cards. Or you cannot set cards. Alright. So, adding Ancient Gear Box. Add 1 Earth Machine. Alright. That is a lot of cards being added. He's got a big hand. I'll be honest. I have to give props to this guy. He has not surrendered. It's pretty good. It's taking a while this time, though. Has he surrendered now? Nope. Summoning Ancient Gear Statue. Alright. Brother's moving about as slow as his golems. Alright, Ancient Gear Box. Add in the Enlightened. Not really what I was looking for here. Yeah, let's just go straight into battle phase. Dogmatika Nexus. Alright, and then Albazoa into Golem. Control no mon. Yep, special summon 1. There's Dark Golem again. Alright. Yep, add 2 more. Down to 14 cards in deck. Is he just gonna play the waiting game here? Alright, adding Frame and Wyvern, sending Gadget. Alright, you get Gadget, yep. See, I wonder if he's digging for something that can deal with the Albazoa. That would probably be the most likely. But I don't know what it would be. Alright. Okay, he's summoning a lot and pulling a lot of cards from deck. But I don't know if he really has a plan to deal with me or if he's just stalling this game out. Because I'm not surrendering. I have time, buddy. I'm not surrendering to slow play. Have you seen my trap monster deck? I am the slow play. You will not beat me at my own game, brother. Target one face-up card, you control it, and destroy it also for the rest of this turn. All monsters you control that are Ancient Gear Golem. Does this one not count as Ancient Gear Golem? This card attacks depends on battle damage up to twice per turn. When this attacking card destroys discard. Wait, why not summon Ancient Gear Golem Ultimate Pound in attack position as well as... Alright, you couldn't summon Ultimate Golem, but Ancient Pound in attack position, destroy Ecclesia, destroy Dogmatika, and then destroy Maximus. I don't know. I don't have an answer. It seemed like there was a lot of move there that didn't do a lot of move. Alright, let's just go through, wipe their board again. Well, almost wipe their board. Ooh, what's happened now? Okay. I think I'm going to leave the face down. I don't know what it is, but I don't want it to be like an Ancient Gear box with 2,000 defense and then doing something. And monster you mention are unaffected by your opponent's monster effect. It controls a monster you can fuse yourself. Alright, so nothing. Okay. Destroy the Wyvern. and destroy the tanker. Honestly, so this turn he can't use Ancient Gear Reborn because he has a monster on board. So that honestly doesn't really hurt me that much. And worst case scenario, he finds a way to destroy it, summons out maybe Ultimate Pound again. Now that Maximus is in attack position, he can just bonk, bonk, bonk. Oh, but wait, it can't be hit with Ancient Gear Reborn because it says it can't be special summoned. Alright. I don't know what your plan is here, my brother. Set a monster. Alright. Alright. That's always a good plan. Lucas ZX. If that's your real name. Just kidding. Alright. Theo the Iron Punch. Ooh, I would love to be able to play you, but I would have to figure out how to get a monster off board. Alright, let's see what we're dealing with here. Do I win this turn, or is one a box? One is not a box. Alright. Yes. Yes! He's using Ancient Gear Reborn. He's going to summon a monster in defense position. And then I'm going to kill it with Nexus anyways. And then get to overkill him by 6,200. Oh, it's a tanker. Thought it would be more impressive. Oh, wait. This card's normal special summon. Special summon one Ancient Gear monster from your hand. You ship an Ancient Gear tanker. Okay. Drats. He has managed to confound me. Alright, another Ancient Gear Fusion he can't use. And an Ancient Gear Gadget. So he's down to 6 cards in deck, but he's playing the defense game. Very, very good. Alright. Alright, so next turn, if he doesn't do any crazy moves, I'm gonna swing with Maximus to bait him into bringing back Ancient Gear Golem. Alright, he's special summoning a monster. Is it going to be Dark Ancient Golem? Oh no, it's Tanker. Tanker will come back, special summon someone, then he'll still have his normal summon. Alright, who's he summoning? I don't know if this guy's being a good sport about it, or if he's just absolutely mauling right now and, like, hitting the... I'm going to play defensive. I'm going to waste time. He doesn't know who he... If the second one's the case, he obviously does not know who he's up against. I am the waste of time. You know what? I'm going to play my trap deck next turn. That one's going to give me the ability to cause molding. Okay. Another Ancient Gear Golem. Yes. There's more. Something tells me he's trying to play defense until he can either deck out, or maybe he has, like, one Raigeki in his deck. Advantage card, target one machine monster in your graveyard. Special summon it. Whose attack equals its own defense, so probably... Oh, Tanker. He's not going to get Tanker's effect, but... Yep, he is definitely going for the deck out. I see. Medica. Another Theo. Not what I'm looking for. Yeah, let's just go battle phase here. Nexus into Ultimate Pound. Oh! There we go. He was looking for the Mirror Force. Okay. Good move. Let's see what you do with it. Okay. Special summon one monster from the graveyard. Probably going to be either... Or it's probably going to be Ultimate Ancient Gear. Or... Ancient Gear Ultimate Golem? Or Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem. My bad. No, it's Albazoa. Oh. He just stole my Albazoa. Please attack with Albazoa first. That would be hilarious. Battle phase. Nope. Yep. Please attack my face. Ah. Okay. That was... What? Wait, what? There we go. Okay. I was worried. Where's my item? Let's go for Ecclesia. And Ecclesia the Virtuous is going to grab me. Dogmatic Calamity. I don't think I'm surviving. No, I'm not surviving. Yep, that's unfortunate. Oh, I had a funny move planned too. But I had him on the back rope until, you know what? There you go. Had him on the back rope until Mirror Force. And that's why you don't make fun of the old cards, because they're going to come back and hit you. Now, let's play something a little more upsetting. I want to go first with this deck just because I want to have my cards set. Sure, Imperm is a problem, but and Lightning Storm is a problem, but oh, this is a hand. Let's set these four and activate a traffic control. I have the Abal, I believe, icon. Kind of want to be able to summon Kuebiko soon and activate a Great Noodle inversion. Probably both Great Noodle inversions, honestly, before you can do something about it. Let's see. Yep, 15 cards in extra deck. 44 cards, so that means 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 50 cards total. What is this field? Is this mutants? I guess we'll never know. Alright. Silver 3, I guess. That wasn't even a good starting hand, but I suppose that it will have to be, so it would seem. Alright. Let's see how this one goes. It's got Exodia icon, Vandred Mate, or Revandred Mate. Okay. This is a starting hand. So I'm going first. Alright. I want to set, end turn. This guy's pretty good. Pretty cool. There we go. Galaxy Art Photons. I'm just gonna activate Lightning Tendu or Tideu. Alright, I'm gonna hold off on this. Alright, let's see. It's 1, 2, 3. There. Yeah, I don't know. He discarded for 1. Played, or actually no, that was his. Galaxy Soldier 1. That affects 2. This affects 3. So right now we're on 3 effects. I think that's 4 effects. It's 4 or 5. Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. Alright. Alright. Let me see. Alright. Draw, set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, no. Not use that. Attach room material. Tribute any number of monsters from your hand to the field, then destroy an equal number of cards on the field. Aye, that's not good. Okay, but that is end phase, so now I have... I'm going to activate Swamp Mirror as a light warrior. I don't know if I'm going to... I'm probably not going to use that, so I probably could have just set him to whatever, but... Alright, main phase 1. I'm going to set that. Then I'm going to activate Embodiment of Apophis. Let's see, Photon Charge. Send this card to the graveyard during your second standby phase after activation. Alright, he's just going to set himself. And then I'm going to Xyz summon into Wonky Quartet. He's going to take the top 3 cards of my deck, and then it's going to flip over to his side. That'll be it for that turn. Standby phase, Wonky Quartet will go off. Ooh, that negate attack would have been good. And that Great Noodle Inversion, but... Oop. Okay, I'm going to activate Slayer Edio. I'm not going to activate that effect. I'm just going to leave him as a continuous trap right now. Alright, that's 2 monsters. Samsara de Lotus in Galaxy. Don't know exactly how that works, but I will trust that they know the process. Okay, so they didn't have a move there, so it's my turn. So this is gonna happen. Take 3 cards. Alright, that's not too bad. I'm gonna enter in there. This time I am going to Slayer. As soon as Wonky Quartet activates, I'm going to activate Slayer Edio. Yeah. Sending Photon Charge. I am going to activate Slayer Edio now. Just to have her as a monster. And take 3 cards. Still now has 3 monsters. So it is... It's Galaxy with Yubel. I haven't seen any of the Yubel cards except for underneath my Wonky, but they do have Samsara de Lotus and Nightmare Pain, though. I wonder if it's just a small core. Maybe for easy to special summon level 8s. Okay. What is happen now? Alright, I'm going to activate Zoma the Spirit while I'm here. Do that. Down to 27 cards in deck. That's not bad on my part. Draw phase. Gravity Bind. That is exactly what I wanted. Now, Wonky Quartet will take... Chain Disappearance, kind of annoying. The other 2 are fine. Especially since... Or Or, actually, not him. Not another wonky. I'm going to summon a Time Thief Redoer. He'll still steal cards, but he'll actually stay on my board. Place one card. Okay, so now standby phase, both Wonky Quartet and Time Thief Redoer are going to go off. So it needs 2 monsters. 1 monster, so it's coming back to my board. And then Redoer will go off. And I'll activate Gravity Bind. Yep, activate the effect of Time Thief Redoer. Monster. That's what I like to see. Alright, they have Nightmare Pain. You can destroy 1 dark monster in your hand or face up on the field. Yeah, I'm going to activate the effect of this guy in response in case he wants to... And let's return that one to deck. End phase. Now Redoer will come back in the end phase. Draw phase. Oh. Okay. That's, I feel kind of bad for this guy. He's just here, trying to exist. Alright. Perfect. Nightmare Pain. So, now I want to activate this effect, sending Nightmare Pain to his graveyard in order to draw a card. Let's activate That's 10. Set our newly acquired Mirror Force, and that will end my turn. Now, if he puts 1 monster under Wonky Quartet, he is dead. Like, just straight out. I don't think... Because 23, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 27 times 400. Oh, there we go. 10,400. Okay, so he has an... Let me actually see what's up with this one. Because it's a bit strange. I don't... Let me see. Match history. Win. Confirm opponent's deck. Alright, 1 copy of Loving Defender. 1 each of the Yubels. 2 of the Spirit of Yubels. 2 Geist Grinder Golems. I don't really get how the Yubel stuff works in with... Like, no Nightmare Throne. Like, you could actually shove a Nightmare... Oh, it's 42 cards. That's interesting. But you could probably shove a Nightmare Throne in there, because there's not a Galaxy field spell. So, what are you leaving your field spell open for? But I'm not really sure how that one works. However, I will need 1 second. I'll be back shortly. Alright, I'm back. Time to get back into the games. How long has this been frozen? This has been frozen for a while now. Properties. Reset it up with Master Duel. There we go. Alright, so there was an entire game that was just frozen. That was my bad. I am back, however, and it's showing my game now. I need to get rid of this card for something better. Sword Soul. And that's the Malice icon. The Barian. It's like Dragon Ball Z. Alright. Now the only thing I'm hoping is that I'm probably going to see Baron, but here it is. If he's running Baron, it's going to be here. Yep, there it is. Okay. Let's see. Now the unfortunate part is Gravity Bind doesn't work against Baron because... Actually, let me see. Magical Mallet. Are you going to negate... He's going to negate it. Alright. This is not going to go well. But that's 10. Now I can choose to destroy that's 10. He does not. That's fine by me. But then I'm going to set. Now the unfortunate part is if I went first this game, I could have actually probably chained Disappearance to something. But that's not likely to happen now. It's probably going to be a quick game, but... Sword Solar Taya. Let me just try to Great Noodle Inversion. Does he Baron this one? He does not Baron that one. Of course, that's 10 gets a stack. And while that's stacking, I am going to Gravity Bind. Alright, so he's letting the Gravity Bind go through. He might just outright destroy it. Not sure. But I do get another stack of that's 10 from Gravity Bind. Now an interesting idea is, so I do get a stack of that's 10. It'd be interesting if I could chain disappearance the token. I can. But how does that work with the token, though, however? Just disappeared. Okay. That was an interesting interaction. Should he go for that's Chen? He's going for that's Chen. Alright. I mean, could have been the gravity bind, but, you know, I'm not complaining about that. Alright. This could be a good move here. So this turn he has to blow up the gravity bind, which is his once per turn pop. And then once he does that, I'll summon Zoma the Spirit. Or actually, let me summon Zoma the Spirit now. Okay, so he's letting Zoma the Spirit come out. That's good, that's good. Little Knight. What a surprise. Oh, no. Alright, Tiki Curse. Can I chain? Come on. Come on. Alright. Let me chain to SP. Tiki Soul. Set. Yep. That makes this a bit more difficult. What? Bro, he's a light. Wait, what? Okay. I don't really know how that worked, but it did. Oh my god. That's why did that work that way? Why does that work that way? What? Even when acting as much. Oh, that's annoying. That's actually really annoying. So it counts them as a trap card and automatically sends them to the graveyard. And as per usual, this is always annoying. See, if you're playing a deck you enjoy, I understand that. People don't people don't play this deck because they enjoy it. And the people who play this deck don't play because they enjoy the game. So, the main thing for this is don't be this person. This is why TCG is better than OCG, because this game uses the OCG ban list. And Baron de Fleur is banned for a reason. A lot of these cards get banned, and the reason is because of stuff like this. You have people like me who play the game because we enjoy it. And then you have people like this, and here's the thing, IRL, you're playing for money. Alright, fair. You want to bring the best deck you can while playing for money. There's no money attached to this. You don't win money from tournaments or any of that stuff. No, they're just here to play the strongest stuff that's actually banned in the US because, I don't know, they hate the game. That's why I either run pure, or if I am running a weird deck like this, it's a deck that allows for interaction. And sure, my deck that I'm playing right now, it punishes my opponent for interacting with it. But it doesn't say you don't get to interact. And honestly, that's one of the biggest problems with Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now. They have to release more and more oppressive archetypes because if they're not releasing better cards, then people are just going to lose interest. But when they add stronger cards, it makes the game borderline unplayable. And specifically for one side, for a while there it was you play first or you don't get to play at all. And honestly, that's the sad truth of modern day Yu-Gi-Oh! Is Yeah, that's true. You get first or you don't play. I mean, I will say it. People will disagree. I might get canceled for it, but one of the best things that could happen to Yu Gi Oh! Is just a reset. Other games have had to do it so much more than Yu Gi Oh! Yu Gi Oh! Hasn't had a single reset. We don't have a rotation. All the things that they ruin the game basically to make it playable. Yu Gi Oh! Hasn't had one of those and could honestly use it. And as I said, a lot of people are going to disagree with that. A lot of people are going to say I'm wrong. Alright. I'm going to use Argostar, Slayer, Edio. And yeah, that's about it for my rant right now is... people are wrong, people are dumb, and we need a reset on Yu-Gi-Oh! It's gone too far. And there's too many things that just make it unfun, unplayable, and just kind of disappointing. Alright, so I'm going to play these two. Let's see, 35, so 41 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wait a second. I just realized something. A 41 card deck with no extra deck. Okay, and they're playing Rockets, which means that they should... Well, they have Rocket Recharger. Alright. Not too bad. All 3 copies of Embodiment of Apophis under it. That is something. That is something. So that's going to end my turn there. Unfortunately, I don't really want to see these yet. I was thinking about going into Time Thief Redoer and just getting ready to equip him with some Trap Gatherers, but this one's a little bit better. Especially since I don't know what my opponent is doing. And all in all, they could be doing absolutely nothing. Like, have no plan. I could look at it after this game and it'll just be pure insanity. But 5, 6, 7. I am going to use this effect to summon Slayer Edio. Just because I don't really see that I'm going to have another time to do it. Just because, again, don't know what my opponent's doing. That is Sword Soul, Sky Striker, Rocket with no extra deck. Alright, so he's going to be attacking probably to destroy Edio. I'm just going to negate attack here. I do not want to send her back yet. Alright, that's 10. That'll be an excellent... Oh, wait, I should have waited on that one. Alright. Alright, not too bad. Your finished is... actually, now that I think about it, your finished probably isn't going off. Like, at all. Well, yeah, I should have waited on the Edio. Played That's 10. Activated the then activated Edio. Then on his turn, Wonky Quartet will go off. Okay, so 1, 2, if they attack into her, 3. If they play something else, that might be 4. That's 1. That's 2. Slayer Ethiel takes 3 cards, 1 more monster, so that's 4 under him. That's 1, that's 2. Alright, I'm just going to activate this now. That's 3. So that's 1, that's 2. That's 3. I'm going to have to look at what this deck has at the end. Sky Striker Maneuvers. Another Rocket Recharger. I am unsure of what exactly is happening. He's attacking. I guess getting frustrated? Don't worry, you'll likely blow up next turn. Yep. Taking another 26 there, friend. Gonna swing again. I feel like this is bullying, but at the end of the day, I don't know what they expected bringing whatever this is. They might not have expected anything. This might be an absolute surprise to them that this is going as badly as it would seem, but so that's 10, gets another one. I'm going to equip Trap Gatherer to her, activating another, that's 10. And another copy of Trap Gatherer to Rocket, gaining another one. Wait, I only have 1 trap in the graveyard? Oh. Well, there's about to be a lot more. If she adds 1 more monster, or if the opponent adds 1 more monster, they explode. Because, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 1 more monster. And I think this kills them if they do. Because they decided to be mad and swing. Standby phase. Alright. Absorb. Yep, there it is. 8,000. What? Destiny Hero, Evil Twin. What am I looking at? Wooly, what am I looking at? There's a difference. There's a difference between playing not meta and playing what you're playing. What am I looking at? I need to see this. Oh. Okay. Evil Twin. Only keys to kill. Like, only keys to kill for Evil Twins. 3 copies of Destiny Hero Draw Hand, 3 copies of Rocket Recharger, 3 Rose, 3 Arc Knight or Air Knight Parshath, Sage of Strength, Himmel, Long Yuan, 3 copies of World Lance, Parallel Exceed, Afterburner, Jamming Waves, Red Arrows. Wait. He can't even use red arrows. You can't use this. Magnet Force. Does he even have any? He has no rocks. So he has a Magnet Force he can't use. Or oh wait, okay, no, he can. Cuz he has machines. All right, you have Magnet Force you can use at least. You can't use Jamming Waves. If you control no monster, target one face-up monster on the field, destroy it. Okay, you can use this only if you have no monsters on board. Red Arrows you outright cannot use because you can't put a monster into the extra monster zone. This is an excellent card for countering U-Links, though. Which is probably exactly why it's useless. 41 cards. Mismatched. This is interesting. Let's see. Let's change decks real quick. You know what? Let's play a game of Cloudians. I'll probably make this the last duel of the night. Maybe this or one more. I'll see how I feel after this game. But we got Cloudians going up against whatever my opponent's playing. Alright, I'm going second. That's actually kind of good for me. Not because this deck doesn't really care whether it goes first or second specifically, but the draw power, the draw is definitely good for me. Alright, cannot be destroyed by battle of this card and face up. Defense position destroyed at this card's normal summon. Place one target one spell cap card on the field. Destroy it. Summon Cloud. Once returned during your main phase, you can special summon one level lower. Cloudian monster. You must control no monsters. Cannot be destroyed by battle at this card's face up. Defense position destroyed at this card declares an attack. Change the battle position of all face up monsters to Cloudian monsters. Okay, Ryziel. I gotta look up what these are based on because they're actually pretty cool designs. I just don't really are they. Let me look this up real quick. Actually, what are the Ryziel? Car engines. Okay, they're based on engines. Oh. I would not have guessed that. Yeah, it is, like, that's literally an engine. Oh, wait, what is Duo Drive? Yep, nope. I was not guessing at any point that these were engines. Okay. For each material this card has, monsters you control gain 100 attack, and monsters you control lose. Alright, during detach 2 materials. And if you do, add 2 Rizal cards with different names from deck to hand. Alright. You can target 2 Rizal cards in your graveyard, except Rizal Cross. Place them on the bottom of your deck in any order to draw 1. Alright. Node Rizal. If you have an Xyz monster in your field or graveyard, you can special summon this field. Alright. Another one, Ice Rizal. Alright. Alright, so a rank or not rank 3, 3 material Rizal detonator. Card effect, you can detach one. Oh. Alright, so just attach the monster. Except Rizal Cross. A Molcharmy. 2 Molcharmies. Wait a second. Wait. 2 Rizal cards. So how was he able to add the Molcharmy? So I'm going to start by activating Summon Cloud. Maxi, alright, alright. Cloudian Squall. Target face-up cards your opponent controls up, destroy them, and then you can attach 1 Rizal card from... Oh... Okay, well... Can't really do anything that I was going to do now. That's unfortunate. I guess just... You want to try your deck with an old school deck with my new cards? Sure. Let me just... Oh, yeah, this one's going nowhere. It's negating. Room ID. Let's see. Dual room. Enter... See, 635902. Also, welcome. Alright, which deck do you want to go up against? I have Time Lords, Edison Blackwings, Cloudians. Anyone in particular? Skull Servants. I mean, I could do the mirror match. Let's do Cloudians. Probably not. It's a Skull Servant Eldritch, as you might have seen. It's mostly centered around... like, the side archetype is centered around board clear using super polymerization in zombie worlds. Well, of course, the regular one. All right. Pretty good starting hand. Yeah, yours looks like the normal build of Skull Servants. Like Uni Zombie. All right. I'm going to start by activating a Legendary Ocean. And no. I'm just going to set one and end turn. Okay. That was indeed the right choice. Synchronism. Zombie monster from deck to graveyard, and do increase that target's level by 1. Alright, sending white baking. White baking will go off. Add white prince, and is this king? No, white mare. Synchro 8. Battle of card effects. You take damage from an attack involving this card. Card gains attack equal to the damage you took. Alright. Banishing 3. Yeah, that's definitely game. Oh, nope, one more turn. Not what I was looking for. But start by activating Cloudian Squall. Then I will normal summon Serial I should have done that in reverse order. But I'll banish Poison Cloud to summon Storm Dragon. Yeah, not much I can do outside of that. Ooh, the top deck Monster Reborn. That is good. Good one. Let's see. You know, it'd be a fun one. I got one. I got one. There we go. Legend of Blue. Ooh. I used to play a lot more. Fell out for a bit and then came back around Burst of Destiny. I will go first. Nice. All right, set. 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 Right. Card destruction. And Keynote's closer. Ooh, and got card destruction. Alright. Yeah, that doesn't really matter. That did send a white baking for you, so that's good. Well, good for you. Less good for me. Send Skull Servant. Send 2 more. Alright, end phase there. Alright, summon up these 2, and I'll just activate Edio. And let's do Taiyu, or Taiyu. I will not use that effect right now. Summon 1, summon 2. Alright. I'll set 2. XC summon. Into Wonky Quartet. It'll take the top 3 cards in my deck. Either player's graveyard during your next standby phase. Alright, that's fine, that's fine. And it goes to your board now. Forbidden Chalice. Alright, I will activate Edio. Luckily for me, that Forbidden Chalice will be ineffective. So the reason that didn't work is Wonky Quartet is unaffected by all cards except for its own effect. So the Forbidden Chalice didn't affect it. Alright, underclock. Yeah, I'll leave that. Let's send more of those. Oh, banishing for that. On summon to him, I'm just going to activate Tiki Soul. Okay. So, Tiki Soul loses attack. Lady or White, King of Skull Servants in Graveyard. Lady in White comes, hits the field. Let's see. Alright. Alright. Okay. Link summoning Decode Talker, alright. That's a fun one. Okay. I'm going to use Negate Attack. Why did that one work? Unaffected by spell or trap. Oh, okay. So it didn't. So I should have saved that until the Decode Talker went off. Alright. Lesson learned. Not going to activate that. Wonky Quartet will go off. That'll end my turn. Alright, there's Monster Reborn and Mirror Force. Mirror Force doesn't really do much against me since I don't attack. Alright, on effect activation, I'm going to activate Argistar's Slayer Etale. Alright. Okay, ring 7. Alright. Wonky Quartet is still unaffected. I'm gonna activate Cheeky Curse. Alright. Yep, he is definitely going to be big now. Oh, I'm guessing all white princes are in the graveyard. Send White Lord. I believe this is game. Good game. If you want to take a look at what this deck is, it's very fun. Alright, good night. I was just about to head out myself. Thank you very much. I'm glad you had a good time. I'm going to have to head out for the night. Have a good one.